Nic Rawlence is a paleontologist at Otago University joining me live this morning. Hey, Nick.
Thanks for having me on.
Good to have you on. Everybody I've spoken to is very pumped about this idea. Do you have any concerns?
I have a lot of concerns. They definitely put on a glossy show and short snippet that we saw there. My main real concerns are they're not actually going to be de-extincting a moa. They're going to be creating a genetically engineered emu or tinamou that may look like a moa, but we don't know whether it will behave like a moa or function like a moa. It's like that saying, if it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, and quacks like a duck, it's a duck. They're going to have something that may look like a moa. But if de-extinction is all about conservation, I don't see how this will have conservation benefit with the stated aims and the press releases of this is going to be in game reserves for ecotourism. So it's undeniable that this technology could have really good benefits for the conservation of endangered species that we have now. But we shouldn't be bringing back extinct species, because extinction is forever. It should be forever. We need to be able to learn from the mistakes.
So, I mean, because I understand what you're saying, that, and they did this with the dire wolf, right? They didn't bring the dire wolf back. They just edited the grey wolf to make it more like the extinct dire wolf. They're going to do the same thing with the moa. Not flash, there's a moa. It's you will do genetic modifications on an existing bird that's very similar, the cousin of, and then here we go. What's the harm, though? You said that once they're extinct, they should stay extinct. Why? If they do create more space for more species to survive and to thrive in New Zealand, and tourism can help with that, why not?
I think the money is much better spent on conserving animals that we've got left through ecosystem restoration, through predator control, even using this technology to say, can we genetically engineer a kakapo or a takahe to be resistant to diseases? The problem, if you do bring back the moa, you can't just bring back a couple. You need to bring back around 500 individuals for this magical number in conservation. That means you're what we call genetically secure. It stops inbreeding. It means you are like the population of Auckland as opposed to the English royal family or the Habsburgs that were very inbred. So the moa is going to require ongoing conservation when it's brought back, and then it's going to create what we call opportunity costs. So it'll suck money out of other areas of conservation to conserve these moa species that could realistically actually result in the extinction of other endangered species.
Yeah. I guess the problem is that these very wealthy people, billionaires, who have lots of time and money on their hands and want to do something. I mean, some of them fly to space, some of them create EVs, some of them want to de-extinct animals. Are they going to spend that money on making sure that the takahe doesn't get a disease? I don't think it's sexy enough for them. You know what I mean?
I think that's a problem of how we communicate science. And it might be the part on the conservation that we need to come up with ways around communicating the importance of doing this, rather than investing all of this money in a de-extinction folly for something that may not work. What Colossal did with the direwolf looks easy compared to how you would actually try to de-extinct a moa. But there are also questions we need to ask and discussions we need to have as a community around, do we actually want this de-extinction or genetic engineering? But there are also major concerns around the iwi engagement that they've done as well.
All right. Hey, appreciate your time this morning. Thanks so much for being with us, Nick. Nic Rawlence, paleontologist at Otago University. Time is 8:15.